Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Spicy Monkey back at it again with another video. And today I'll be showing you how to manipulate skill-based matchmaking in a way that will make people leave the game. Now, these two games, one was recorded live. I mean, they're both recorded live, but one I started because I noticed that the dudes were starting the camp. But this first game is on Gala, and you could see my class set up at the start as well. I'm using an LMG with a thermal sight, and now I planned for this game because the game before this, the dudes were 4 stacking, and I'm just trying to casually play with my wife, so I'm not trying to try too hard. So in order to in a way counter-terrorism these guys, this is the best solution, and now you will see why. And now I'm not actually trying too hard in this. I'm not looking at my map, nor am I wearing headphones. And now to be able to do this to people that are trying their ass off in the evening without headphones, or really looking at the map, or really even caring about how you do, at the end of the day, these dudes do care how they do. So when they do bad, it's pretty funny. So you can just enjoy the gameplay, but I'll kind of yap during the time and maybe be silent during some of the times. But you can see here that I'm just running through, I'm getting into the smoke, and I'm taking key positions in the map. So in Gala, the most important position is where you see me at now. If you have a team with you that can support this position and allow you to stay alive, and you just chill in smoke grenades and you're paying attention and you're locked in, I've dropped a nuke on this map easily. I've dropped a nuke on all of the face-off maps, when that's not very typical, because you got to think you have no harp, you have no UAVs, and you have really no way to get your location of the enemies. But you do have HVT mode, where you can get the VSAT from that, but unfortunately you don't get that too often. And really, I mean, you don't have to try too hard for this stuff. I'm really just playing casually in these games, and it really showcases that, yeah, this is an annoying way to play by using an LMG and a smoke grenade. But when you're playing against dudes that are ruining your experience, because let's be honest, it's not fun to play against 4 guys that are stacking on top of each other. They always push together, and it's always a 4v1 gunfight. So you just get a kill and you die, you get a kill and you die. To me, that's not the best way to play a game, and that's partially why I play zombies a lot. But when I do play multiplayer, I like to enjoy the experience that I have. And one of the ways to do that when you're playing against people like this, because I'm traditionally just a sniper, I like to quickscope people, and it's kind of hard to quickscope people when you got 4 or 5 of them running at you at the time. And so this method, literally, you just need a thermal sight, and the thermal 2x comes with kind of a bad optic, I would say. It doesn't really offer much visibility, but once you get enough kills with it, it'll change. And so I use this kind of like ACOG chevron looking sight for it, and honestly, it just makes things a breeze. So as you can see here, just still playing along in the game. The game hasn't progressed too far. I'm looking for enemies here, not paying attention to the map. Don't even see that someone's shooting at me, and I die. The game hasn't gotten too spicy yet because I haven't pissed them off enough, but they know that I'm doing it, and they're trying to shoot me through the wall. They're hiding in spawn, they're using snipers, multiple things that you see someone that really cares about their KD. And I don't care about my KD, I just play the game and I have a good time. And most people fall into that bucket, most people that complain about the skill-based matchmaking. And so really, this is the best way to combat it. And like, if you've seen the game before this, you would understand what I'm talking about, because these same dudes that we played, it was a 4-man squad, this rusty old socket dude, Wiggle My Squiggle, all those dudes, right, playing against them, and we lost in a domination game like 150-20. And it's just because like they're just 4-stacking on the objective, and I'm trying to snipe, I'm just trying to have fun, bro. I'm not really trying to go hard like these dudes were going hard. But in the subsequent game, I knew what I was going to do to them. And I thought about typing in the chat GG at the start, because I always do when people do this to me. But in this case, I didn't. I was just calm, because you get chat banned for literally saying anything in this game. Even in a private party, you'll get chat banned for voice chat somehow, because they listen to you, which is very annoying. It makes me not want to use the feature. But some people, especially if you're playing cross-platform, it's kind of a requirement. But as you can see here, the game's starting to slow down, and that's because A, they're camping, and B, I think they're starting at this point to consider leaving because, you know, between me and this other dude on the team, there's just nothing they can do. They're just dying off spawn. You know, they can sneak up on me, like right here, the dude snuck up on me. Good for him. I've died 7 times. I have over 30 kills. I'm not worried. And obviously I throw the smoke when you could bring more smokes. Like if you have an XM4 with the thermal sight, you could bring like an underbarrel attachment to launch more smoke. However, I don't really need the smoke because I'm usually on a head glitch, and you know how head glitches are in Call of Duty. Another thing about a lot of these maps, and I use FMJ for a reason, a lot of these maps have like really weak walls, and so you can just sit here and wall bank people, and I'll really showcase that in the next game. And people accuse you of hacking, but ultimately it's not hacking. And this was pretty funny. This is what ultimately made them leave the game. It's just because this is just ridiculous. But you know, it pisses them off enough, and then you'll see their whole 4-man back out here shortly. I didn't really notice it in the game. I started running around. I was like, where'd these dudes go? But they spawned behind me here. Here in a second, I'm just gonna reload my gun. And then I notice, I'm like, all right, well, these dudes respawn right in front of me. I see them, I'm like, oh shit, I'm dead. And then they disappear, and they just start backing out. So, you know, the 4-man backs out, and it just leaves, I think, 1 guy on their team. And of course, he backs out as well, which ultimately just leaves 1 dude that had just, you know, connected in, but the game didn't want to do him dirty. So enemies lose by forfeit. And so I'll just let the rest of this game run out just so you can see kind of the final kill cam. But at the end of the day, you know, one of the easiest games, you know, you can play. And these dudes, the last game, dominated us. And it just showcases that whenever you're in this situation, always do this, no matter what. It's going to piss them off. They're going to report you. They're going to, you know, threaten you, all types of crazy stuff. Like, people say all types of crazy stuff to me. They're going to ask the 1v1. You just say, bro, just let the stats from the game talk. I had a 6.14 KD. My total KD with this gun is, I think, like a 5 or something. It's ridiculous. So I mean, you know, it's like, this is the gun I use to destroy people that really care about the game and really want to make you having a miserable experience. And yeah, maybe they're better than me. I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm still doing better than them, so it doesn't matter. But it's about to load into this next gameplay here. Next gameplay is on Warhead. I like to play face-off just because the matches are a little bit quicker. I usually, you know, just get off of work and play for a little bit, so I'm not like grinding all day. Typically, you know, these dudes that I'm playing against, I see almost every day, and they're regular players and, you know, play all day. But this game right here, you can see I started the recording kind of after it started, because at the start of the game I realized that these dudes were just dominating my team. It's one of those situations where your team, you can tell that the game has put you in a match where your team is just completely trash to compensate for the way that you played in the previous game. And so get in here and you can see that these dudes are sweaty. He's got the round 100 calling card, so I mean, he's made it to round 100 whether he did a glitch or whether he did it legitimately. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'm getting sniped off of a peak. So these dudes know how to play. They've got gold guns. I recognized this from the start, and I was like, you know what? I think this will be a good way to record, because when I started the game, I was using the SMG, which you see me switch to it here now because I can't find them. I'm like, all right, well, if these dudes aren't going to push me, I'm going to push them, you know. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take this position. Now, this is the key position on Warhead. Right here at the nuke, it's an ultimate head glitch because you can really strafe between the shootable part of the nuke. So they can't shoot through the big part of the nuke, but they can shoot through the back or the fin of the nuke. And so you're going to see these guys leave this game as well. It's going to happen every single time you pull out this machine gun. And when it doesn't, it's usually on guys that suck and you end up getting a nuke and then you feel bad. But at the end of the day, like, these dudes are sweating their ass off. They're running from spawn, they're sniping, they're jumping around, they're sliding everywhere. They're holding, I mean, you see the score, it's 17-41 right now, and you're just chilling here with your thermal. And I make a mistake here, but like I said, I'm not even really trying. I'm just playing the game, not looking at the map. I don't have headphones on, and then I realized that, okay, I've got the nuke and I can hold the nuke. They're not really able to really overtake me, so I can start, you know, pushing the nuke. And using it to my advantage. So go ahead and try to shoot this dude through the wall since I know he's there, but unfortunately someone catches me before I can finish him. So then I just go ahead and smoke my way so that I can push, and I know these dudes are usually sitting behind this wall, so I just spray it because the dude's been sniping the whole game. And it's another thing, they'll call you a hacker for shooting through the wall, but at the end of the day, like, most of these dudes are so simple-minded and predictable. I mean, it's so easy to know where they're going to come from. And if you'll see, like, every single time I kill these dudes, it's from the same exact spot. And one dude, he comes and hits that heady right there, and as soon as he gets to the head glitch, and I mean, I died from a grenade here, and you're gonna die. I mean, you're not gonna, you're not gonna drop a nuke every game. You're not gonna have like 30 and 5 every game. But I promise you that if your aim is decent and you're just, sitting back and casually playing, and you have a basic understanding of the map and know the strong points of the map, you're gonna dominate. And so you can see here, I mean, there's nothing these dudes can do. They walk to the same spot every time, and I kill them the same way every time. And then they move and they switch up spots, and sometimes they'll sneak up behind you and get you, but I mean, it's easy mode. And I have so many clips of just me murdering dudes, just literally just mowing them down with an LMG and a smoke grenade, and they always complain. There was this 4 or 5 man, they were dominating us every game, and I pulled out the LMG, and every single one of them was iridescent, like top 250, like tryhards. They all are in ranked play. And one of them, I believe that he was cheating with wall hacks, because I mean, there's no way he was seeing me through the smoke. But even though he could shoot me through the smoke, I still had a 5.5 KD. We lost the game, but those dudes were pissed, and you know what they said? Oh, shooting through the smoke with an LMG is easy. Okay, then why don't you do it then? But yeah, they're right, it is easy. And that's exactly why I do it, because it's funny, because it pisses them off. But you'll see here, just our team has started to catch up. I think maybe 1 or 2 of them have left at this point. And I mean, you'll start to notice that the dudes that don't leave make their whole game about killing you, which kind of gives you a sense of joy, because they're like, hey, they're spending their whole time being miserable trying to get you, and you're just having a good time because you're just a chill guy, right? But yeah, this game is about to come to an end, and I'm 31-8 right now, and I haven't sweated, I haven't slid around, acted crazy. I've stayed in the middle of the map, and this is when I started to realize, like, oh, there's only like 1 dude left. We're controlling all the objectives, and so I started to kill this dude, and I'm like, you know what, this game is basically over. Like, there's just no point. So then I'm like, me being devious, I've got a master plan. So I see him run into the house, and I know what I can do here, and it's time for Diddy Bop Boy. Where the baby oil? Yeah. So he gets done dirty. See the teammate here, let him know what's going on. Go ahead and finish the dude, and then I've got to do my exiting play. So I've got to go ahead and throw my computer down. I've got to call in my UAV, and I've got to pull out my Harry Houdini. You know what I'm saying? So you about to see some magic occur. Boom, throw my little smoke. Boom, disappear. Come back around. Buddy confused. He like, where you go? Turn around. Boom, he come back to me. He find me. I'm like, damn. All right, cover blown. Boom. Ding, 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 ding. Peace out.